FIU just named the lieutenant governor and interim president. Will they pass their motion? Can you kind of talk about your thoughts on that and timeline for a replacement?
Well, a lieutenant governor has done a great job for Florida. She has been involved in all the successes that we've had over the last 6 years. She's been especially involved in things like the space program. She's been very supportive of our efforts to bring some sanity to higher education. And so I think in that sense, she's going to do a really good job there. FIU is really an interesting place because it's our state university in kind of this area that's really boomed over the last 4 or 5 years, where Miami has really become a hub of so much. And they had always had things going on, but the number of people that have really looked to Miami over the last 4 or 5 years has gone up considerably. I like what they've done on the Adam Smith Center. I think you have pretty much every right of center former head of state in the entire Western Hemisphere has been there to talk. And so they've really been great at promoting free enterprise and the rule of law and constitutional government. I think they're going to be able to do a lot more of that going forward. So I think FIU has an opportunity to really expand its horizons. I think they've done a good job, but I think you're going to see them pick up even more steam with her at the helm. So it's an exciting time. And oh, by the way, I always mention it. We have very low tuition in Florida. So those folks, there's a lot of commuters that go to FIU. They're able to afford the tuition. Even if they don't get a bright future, you can afford it by just working a part-time job. So you don't even need to go into debt. And I think that's really important that our students here, our young people, are able to get an education without ending up $100,000, $150,000 in debt.
What about the AG position? Have you guys made that official yet with Mr. Uthmeyer?
So we obviously need to land the plane on this immigration stuff. James has been working with the folks in the House and Senate. We want to bring this to a conclusion. I think we're getting close to that. And then at that point, we will transition over. So hopefully that is sooner rather than later.
What was your office's role? The FIU board chair mentioned that your office reached out about Lieutenant Governor Nuñez. What was your role in helping her get appointed?
Well, obviously, I'm supportive of the appointment. This was something that she was interested in doing. She had my endorsement and my support, and I think that she's somebody that is very well regarded in the community, anyways. But yeah, this is something that, and I've supported other people from time to time. Some of them have not quite made it. If you look back at some of the more recent ones in South Florida, and some of them are not too happy about that. But that's just the reality that, we can put an endorsement, we can say this is someone, but ultimately the trustees do have the ability to look at this and make their determinations. And I think enough of them were really excited about the prospect of what Lieutenant Governor Nuñez is going to be able to bring to Florida International University. So I didn't know that had actually happened yet when I walked out here. I think it was misreported that somehow she's going to resign today. That is not true. There's going to be things that probably need to happen with contracts, approvals from the different levels. We obviously have a board of governors in Florida, so that'll all happen. But I do anticipate that all landing before the legislative session starts, and I know she'll probably want to be making the rounds and speaking with the legislature about supporting FIU. Okay, thanks everybody.